I just literally got forwarded an email, and that had all the details on. And so one of my friends, he's called Giles Knight, he was putting together a team to go out there to help practically because of floods that the country had had in 2012. And so I made a phone call myself on the Friday to say, yes, I'm going to go for it. So he then said, the only problem is that we need your flight money in 9-10 days. The flight money that was needed was £800. So £800 to raise in just over a week is, for me, it was going to take some doing. And at the time I was attending two churches. One was Hollybush Christian Fellowship in South Odrington, and one was New Life Baptist Church in Northallerton. And so on the Friday that I made the decision, I was at Hollybush and I did this presentation. And the Sunday morning I was in New Life Baptist Church, and by the Sunday lunchtime after church when I got home, I'd had over £800 being given to me by friends and family and people in church. Within a morning and a night, the flight money was there. We flew into the capital. That was a place called Niamey. We spent the first week, just over a week, we spent in the capital. We were providing any practical help that we could in a Bible school and a school. As you can imagine, the floodwaters, devastated the whole place. The buildings just had to be totally revamped. So we did such as painting and decorating, plumbing work, you name it, it was done. And then after that time, we then took a 8-hour bus journey on some of the roughest roads, well, the roughest roads that I've ever seen. The amount of times I thought we were going to tip over or crash was unbelievable. So that was a place we went to. It was a village, but quite a big village, called Galmi. On the first day, the guy that was heading up all the work for us, he came in and the first thing he asked for was a plumber. And he says, who wants to volunteer for some plumbing work? And as I've been a mechanic, I thought, yeah, I might give it a go. And so I cautiously put my hand in the air, and I hadn't even got it half up, and he's like, yeah, you'll do. And that was it. There was only me that put my hand up. So plumbing work, we did a lot of painting and decorating in the rooms. And then, just any practical help we could, even just tidying up and cleaning around the areas, sweeping and washing the rooms out where people stayed in the dormitories. Anything like that, really. As you can imagine, it's a totally different place to what we live in. And, just to see how happy and how rejoicing that these people are when really compared to us, they have nothing. I would say that the biggest shock was the amount of people on the streets begging. You see it on the TV, on the adverts asking you to give, but when you're actually there and you see it for your own eyes, and even children of, just being able to walk, 3, 4, 5-year-olds, all the way up to, older people at 50, 60, but the amount of little children that are just on the streets begging, it was just unbelievable. And at one time, we took the minibus and we went tourist shopping. And as we headed back to the minibus, there was probably 7 or 8 of us. We would be surrounded by 20 people, asking for money. And we physically, when we got to the minibus, because of the amount of people that were there around us, we couldn't physically get onto the minibus to get away because we were just, right there with you. And it was just, how do you help all of them? It was so difficult. Now it's just wanting to help people in any way I can. And yeah, we have to help people on our doorstep and our neighbours, but them people over there are in so much more need than we are, and especially, you know, the people around us. And obviously for the flooding to take place is, you know, put them in even bigger need. It isn't really just me saying, yeah, I'm going to go. If it wasn't for the people around me, my friends, my family, the people in the church, especially those that gave money for me to go, and I mean, some of them gave a, you know, a substantial amount, and if it wasn't for the generosity and kindness of those people, then, you know, it wouldn't have made it possible. Yeah, definitely I'll go again. I think next time I'll go for longer if I can. Whether it be Niger again or somewhere else in Africa, I don't know. Anywhere for me, just to go and serve and help people.